What's up? Rupert here, the natural capitalist, exploring the idea and the nature of capital. And I figured it's probably a good thing to have a go at defining capital and what I mean by capital, what people mean when they say capital. And there's many forms of capital, right? But capital in its many forms is basically an accumulated resource or asset, and that's accumulated through a process of work, expending energy. It's an accumulated asset or resource that is then utilized for the benefit of the person or the entity that is in possession of it, for some future benefit. Now, that's a weird, abstract concept, right? And because this whole idea is, this channel and this show is called The Natural Capitalist, it's great to use nature's examples. And I love using the bird collecting the twigs and the resources to build a nest, which it is then putting in this process of work. It's accumulating resources, it's forming it in a way that's going to confer value or benefit in the future when it lays the eggs and it wants to recreate itself. So that's the idea of capital. And then it takes on many forms. When I was studying permaculture, we heard about the 8 forms of capital. If you look into sociology, just saw a PhD paper, they've got 13 forms of capital. And there's really infinite forms of capital. It's anything that's been accumulated through a process of work. It's an asset, you could say. But then when we talk about assets, there's physical assets and then there's intangible assets. Even language is an asset. Collectively, it's an open source asset, but individually, if you speak really well and you write really well, then you have an unfair advantage over everyone else also utilizing that asset. So that's just an idea or a way or an exploration into the definition and the nature of capital and what I mean when I say capital, and I am the natural capitalist. And throughout this journey, we're going to go deep into that and the idea of capitalism as an economic system. Anyway, bit of an insight. Maybe it's of value, maybe it's not, but that's me. Peace.